Hi there, in today's lesson we're going to learn about probability. What is probability? Well, probability is the number of favorable outcomes out of the number of possible outcomes. So let's just talk a little bit about what those words mean. Well, favorable is the preferred outcome. That's the thing that you want, and we'll take a look at what that means exactly in a moment here. Well, possible just means what could happen. So in this example here, we've got a coin. The coin has a heads side and a tails side. And we might ask ourselves a question. If you flip the coin, what's the probability it will land on tails? So to begin with, we're going to take a look at what are the possible outcomes. Well, it could either land on heads or tails. So there are two possible outcomes. And what is the favorable outcome, or how many favorable outcomes are there? That's the outcome that we want. What's the probability it will land on tails? That would be the favorable outcome. That's the one that we want. How many tails sides are there? Well, there's only two sides and only one of them has tails on it. So we'd say that the probability of this coin landing on tails is 1 out of 2. We can take some other examples too that will help illustrate what this means. Here, if you roll a 6-sided die, what's the probability of rolling a 3? So here the favorable outcome is rolling a 3. And to begin with, we're going to ask how many sides are there altogether? Well, a dice actually has 6 sides if you count them all. So that's how many sides there are altogether. That's how many pieces there are altogether. If you want to think about it like a fraction, that's the denominator here. And the question here is, what's the probability of rolling a 3? That's the favorable outcome. So we have to ask, how many 3s are there on a dice? Well, there's only one side that has a 3. So the probability is 1 out of 6. What if the question were a bit different, though? What if rather than asking the likelihood of rolling a 3, we were to ask, what's the likelihood of rolling an even number? What's the probability of rolling an even number? Well, a dice has 6 sides, and 3 of those sides are even, and 3 are odd. 1, 3, and 5 are odd, and 2, 4, and 6 are even. So the number of possible sides hasn't changed, but the number of favorable outcomes has changed. Any even number is a favorable number, and there are 3 of those. So here the probability of rolling an even number would be 3 out of 6. I think with a little practice, you'll have a lot of fun with this. Be sure to let us know if you have any questions, and good luck with your work.